White squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Mendoza. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. There he goes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to run it to the right. Runs through the tackle. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Hoosiers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Morris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. That'll pull them back to within 6. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Just a short pass to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air. It's Mendoza. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Taylor. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. On the first play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Golden Gophers have taken it inside the 20. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They'll try to add another to their lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't, and you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hemby. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Hoosiers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hemby. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hoosiers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington.
The Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Wow, through the defense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built it.
There he goes! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception.
Looking for the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellows, the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. On the ground, it's Hemby. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able...
Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch right at the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One final play before the end of the quarter. Direct snap. It's Taylor. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game and want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Turner. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the route is on. And score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hold it. Open.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Turner. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Beebe. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab, it's Beebe. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah.